Me and Anisha. Sonic and Amy woke up with Anisha and cannot remember each other or their friends, and they had to figure out how to gain the memory wrecking how getting together by copying up the chapter one memory loss. And the part I see views on me stored involved Amy having Anisha and Sonic games turned for her Sonic's daughter having both of them being Anisha. Character belongs to Sega art covered the Sonic preview. Man, I feel like I got hit in the head so hard, but my skull did not crack. God, why do I feel like my body got injured? But I covered a little. I see a strange pink girl lying unconscious. Wait, why can't I remember who I am? What am I doing here? I don't even know my name. Uh, what happened? The pink ketchup wakes up from around consciousness. Are you okay? Who are you? I asked curiously. I don't I don't know my own name. I can't remember anything she said. Me either said out of my head. It's like I got hit really hard, which means we're suffering. She continued Anisha, I guess. Maybe, she said. I held her up, and I felt something hanging around my waist. Wrist in my cotton gloves. I looked, and it was pink half heart shaped bracelet. Half heart friendship bracelet? I had one too, but in blue, do we know each other? She asked. Maybe, but if so, how about we give ourselves nicknames? I said, since I can't remember our name, I have a Rose on, so call me Rose. She said, oh, okay. Perhaps call me Blue since I'm a blue thing. I just did a look around that we are in a huge hole. We better get out of here, Rose said. There's a tree root, like a rope. You're lighter, and you should be able to reach the edge, I said, pointing at the long tree root. Okay, Rose grabbed the root and started climbing to the edge, and as she got to the edge, she reached out her hand. Come on, Blue, reach out for my hand. She did so. I did so. She pulled me out the whole thing, Rose. No worries. Hey, look, she pointed out the two backpacks, one pink flower and the other one blue with tiger stripe. It must be our backpacks, I said. I looked in them to find something that can help me gain my memories. But all I can find is this phone. Perhaps I can tell someone to help me get out of this forest. But that would be crazy. Let's see, I could click on it, but I can't remember the password. Oh, man. Wait, let me try something. Rose took my phone to upload her breath. It showed me marked on the code password. Whoa, smart thing, Rose. I took my phone and entered the code password. Then clicked the phone number and it showed Tails, Knuckles, and a few other names. And it showed a picture of Rose with her name as Amy. Amy, what? Your name is Amy? I see your phone picture. Your name is Sonic, Amy said. Okay, so that's my name, I said. But that name is Rose, Amy said. At least we know our real name. But our friends are Tails, Knuckles, Cream, Silver Blade, Rouge, and a Baker. I screwed down ever the phone number. Weird. Friend called Baker, I assume. Oh, here it is. His name is Shadow. She showed me her list of phone with the name. Well, look at almost like me. Maybe a brother or cousin. We got to get out of the forest. We don't want the sky to get dark. I suggested. I agreed. Perhaps if we found a road, it would lead us to a town, Amy said. We followed down the path. It wasn't going to be easy to find a road. But if we tried it, we want to get away from the predator in the forest. Which way to the town? Amy asked. We looked under, we found a sign reading Station Square. It's in the square. I had a feeling that we were from Station Square, I said. Let's go, Sonic, Amy said as we walked here. The sun started to set down, but I hope some of our friends find us. What really happened to me and Amy when we were conscious, now suffering amnesia? There's something funny going on here. We'll find out why eventually, but it feels like someone or something attacked us. But how did we fall in hole? It doesn't make any sense. The ground was too soft for a head injury, but whatever hits us, it was hard. Amy, I finally made it to the town before dark. but he doesn't know where we live, asking the people where we receive, because we don't know how to trust. But it just not wonderful. And what, you can call one of your friends, and you can think we have amnesia. Amy said, we have to try. Amy, we don't know where we live. It's better to call one of our friends or risk living in the street. I said, decided to call Tail. Minutes passed and he finally answered. Hello, came his voice. Is that you, Tails asked? Yes, it's something matters, Tails asked. Yes, I can't recall anything. Neither why me and Amy are here, I said. Just a chosen location, I'll find you, Tails said. Amy and I are near a place called Burger Shop, I said. I'm on my way, Tel said, hang up. He's on his way, man. I hope he believes that you and I have amnesia. Said, yeah, but it's odd. How do we know about amnesia? Said, perhaps you would know the answer to amnesia. Not spring entry, which explains why we woke up. Said, head injury. I said, do you think we were hiking in the woods? Something explained why we had our backpacks. And he said, yes, that's our first clue. I said, but we don't know how we got Anisha falling in the hole. Would it be too soft? I said, Sonic, someone's coming. There came two fox. They came a two-tailed fox and the animal plane hopped on. Guys, it's obviously tailed. All right, I got it on board with Amy and he flight with to show a workshop line. Later, he sending us through some machine, just as I thought. You two really are something, as he said. Yeah, I didn't want to tell you because we were afraid you would think we were crazy and wild. For kid, you're like a scientist. I said. Well, I'm more like a machine engineer than a scientist, so only you two have amnesia, but you can remember where the incident took place. X. We're in the wood, and Amy and I must have gotten there and gone camping. I said, yes, since we got two backpack on, Amy said, but since we remember what we really happened to us when we were unconscious in that huge hole in the wood. Our guess is someone or something attacked us, which explains the brain injury falling in the hole. Would have been too soft for the impact. Then injured our brain, explained as we woke up and we can remember who we are and know each other. But when we found our cell phones, we figured out our name from the phone number, Amy said. That's good, but we figured it out, Hale said. But we can't remember the relationship with you and the others, I said. Okay, I can tell that you're my best friend, Tells. And Amy's your close friend. Shadow's your rival, tells Celine. And nothing seems to trick in my memory. So Shadow is like my and we're not related. I asked. No, he's like 50 years older and immortal, Tell said. Really, like immortal vampire acts. Pretty much. He remained 15 physically, Till said. About me, what do you like of Sonic? Amy asked. Well, you got quite crush on him. Say things like, oh, here, let's get married in Sonic 2. And then he tell Amy in a bit. Does that mean I was stalking? Said, see, nah, but a really lovesick girl, Tell said. Uh, okay, Amy blushed. I don't see her as a stalker anyways. If I'm Sonic, there more to what I asked. You're the fastest hedgehog alive, Movian and great hero that defeat a thousand times in the past. Said, what an Eggman? I asked him. Eggman is our arch nemesis. Oh man, this is going to be harder than I got to store your memory. Tell sighed. Well, maybe some pictures can totally trigger memory, but it's getting late. Do you know where we live in the city? He asked. You just live in the same apartment, like neighborhood in a hill. But since you two have amnesia, I can't let you live alone. Half it would be best to sleep in my house for the night, Tails said. All right, Tails, come on, Amy, I said to Amy. Okay, Sonic, Amy, come along with me. Tail had leads us to a room with two beds there. Well, enjoy your stay, guys, he said. Amy and I got in and placed out our backpack there. Look at the photo on my phone and see what my life was like. One of me tells as a kid, another me and Amy as kids. And there was Shadow who looked emotionless and I was smiling. Yep, never what bothered me that much. Oh, well, I found out that should, should, suggested Cream and I look like sisters or best friends forever. What is that blue fairy thing next to her? Amy looked at her phone. I don't know, but it looks notable, I said. Yeah, it does, Amy said. Then look at the phone at me again. Here's me holding a hot dog. Notice what I held in the picture. With chili sauce, Amy said. Chili dog? Chili dog is my favorite food, I asked myself. You're so judging. How you look hungry in the picture, Amy said. Okay, here's a picture of you hugging me tight. So a picture of me. I hope you don't think I'm some sort of psycho love stalker. I can't remember what my real self was like, Amy said. Neither can I. But what Tails said, you seem to like me a lot, I said. Do you must be were a love couple, Amy asked. I have no idea, Amy, but we need more answers tomorrow, I said. I hope our friends can store our memories, Amy said, getting in bed. We'll see tomorrow, Amy. See, well, I got into the bed too.